everyone, my name is Katherine. I'm from Australian Wattlebush Catering. Some of you might know me. I may have been to your workplaces and done some catering for you. And what I'm going to do for today, as you know, it's Reconciliation Week. I'm going to make some wattle seed, raspberry and chocolate cupcakes. Hopefully you've had them before, and if not, I'll be passing on the recipe to you as I do this. So let's begin. So what we're going to do first is sift all our dry ingredients together. So I have 1 cup of self-raising flour and half a cup of plain flour. So I'll just give them a sift. Now I'm going to add some cocoa powder and 1/3 of a cup. Oh, sorry, that's my wattle seed. Cocoa powder. It's a shame that you can't be here to smell this. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's wattle seed. There's about nearly 1,000 different acacia trees out in Australia, and I've got the wattle seed here. So I've purchased this from the Living Ganache Cultural Centre, so if you know where that is, you're able to go there and buy that. It's been ground and roasted, so ready to go into the cupcake. So that's 1.5 tablespoons of ground roasted wattle seed, and we'll sift that into there with the cocoa powder. I'm just going to grab my spoon and get some of the lumps out of the cocoa. Okay, now we're going to put in our caster sugar, and that's 3/4 of a cup of caster sugar. Sorry guys, picking up the wrong gear. I think it's a bit of nerves. Now what I've done to my caster sugar is I've put some vanilla beans in. When you've used up your vanilla beans, you can put them into your caster sugar and the pod, and it will give a beautiful flavour. So I'm trying not to get them in there. So I'll put my caster sugar in there. So we've got all our dry ingredients in. I'll just give that a stir. Now we're going to put all of our wet ingredients in. So we have half a cup of milk, ,185 grams of butter that I've already measured out, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and we've put the milk in, the eggs, 3 eggs. Give that a little stir. So get my little hand mixer and we'll mix that all together. First we do that on a low speed, just until we've combined it all. that should do. Now, if you haven't tried this trick before, I always use an ice cream scoop to get the correct measurement of putting my mix into my patty pans. Now, I've already placed them into a muffin tin. We're probably going to get about 15, oh sorry guys, I forgot, one more thing, the raspberries. Now normally I use frozen raspberries, but I'm afraid with the COVID-19 going on, I wasn't able to find any. So I've got fresh ones, which will probably taste better. So I'm just going to stir them through. And we'll place them into our patty papers. This makes it so much easier to be able to use the ice cream scoop because all the cupcakes will come out quite even. Right, it's very quick too. So I'll just put that to the side and we can fill up another tray later. So I've got these all ready to go into the oven, and I'll just place them over here for a moment. Now, with the magic of video, I've already prepared some. So I'm going to put them there. Now, I've already made a chocolate ganache, but I will show you how to do that. I'll just turn on my gas. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make the chocolate ganache. We only have 2 ingredients, that's cream and chocolate chips. So we're going to heat the cream up until it comes to a slight boil, and then we'll add in the chocolate chips. So we'll just let that sit there and put that on. So the quantities of that will be on the recipe that will be sent to you, and it is equal parts of cream, equal parts of chocolate chips. I've already made some beforehand, so I'm going to put that into my piping bag and we'll decorate the cupcakes. I'll just keep an eye on that. I'll turn that down a bit. Right, quick and easy. And I've got some fresh strawberries here again, and we'll put those on. I've also made some toffee chart last night that I prepared before. Chocolate gets everywhere. If you weren't watching, I'd be licking my fingers instead. So toffee chart is quite easy also to make. It's 1 cup of water, depending on how much you have. So it's 1 cup of water and half a cup of sugar. And you just let that slowly warm up on the stove until you start to see beautiful thick bubbles and it's turning golden. So I'm just going to add a few shards onto my cupcakes. They're quite sticky. So I'll just wipe my hands. See how that cream's going there? Won't be much longer. And then what you do is you put the chocolate chips in, take it off the heat, put the chocolate chips in, let it sit for about a minute, and then give it a stir with a whisk until it comes thick and creamy. So I have my beautiful cake stand here, which I'm going to place our cupcakes onto. And here we have our chocolate, raspberry and wattle seed cupcakes. I hope that you get the opportunity to make these at home. Like I said, you can go to the Living Garden Cultural Centre at Bedford Park. If you haven't been there before, it's a beautiful place, beautiful staff. At the moment, I'm not sure when it's going to open with our shutdown of premises, but I'm sure it's going to be open soon. So you can go down there and purchase some wattle seed. They have a lovely little gift shop there, and specialising in all sorts of beautiful things. So thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this, watching me make the cupcakes. My cream has now come to the boil. I better take that off, and I'll quickly just show you what to do here. So just let that sit. With the heat of the cream, it melts all the chocolate. So you let that cool down once you've stirred it through, and then place it in the fridge and let it set. That will become thick. Make sure all the chocolate bits have combined into the cream, which it has. See how thick and glossy that is now? Okay, all done. So we'll let that sit there and let it get cool, and then place it into the fridge. Okay, thanks for watching. See you guys.